Alright, so I'm going to show you a quick video on wrapping this new 32 ounce Hydro. It's Balance from, just an Amazon brand that I got cheap, but it's a lot cheaper than $40, $50 Hydro Flasks. And as you can see, I have a lot. I've got the print, got the seam sticker, cloth to work on, cloth to clean, and some rubbing alcohol. So, push that aside. I apologize if my hands are dirty. I was changing my dirt bike tire all day, so if any of you guys ride out there, comment what dirt bike you've got below. So I'm gonna put this off to the side. I'm just gonna lay this guy down. Put some rubbing alcohol on a towel. I mean, this thing it's brand new, so it's not very dirty, but you just wanna make sure it's gonna have a clean surface to stick to. Don't know why I'm getting the bottom, but yeah, I just cleaned the bottom. Let that dry for a second. So, I'm actually thinking of trying to figure out the easiest way to line these up. A lot of the times I like to go from the bottom. So, I mean, if you've got a logo or something that you want to cover up, it's kind of easy to play off of that. But sometimes you risk it slightly being off, and if you're off a little bit, by the time you wrap it all the way around, you can end up being off quite a bit, something like that. So, I'm thinking I'm gonna wrap it around first, make sure the seams line up pretty good. And then I'm gonna hold one side in place and actually just take a pencil and mark it. You can mark the top, bottom, most importantly that edge. So now you've got something like that. Pencil will be fine, won't get in the way of the stickiness of these. So this is the print that I'm doing. It's the Shipwreck Bay. I'll put in the proper name for it. I actually did this the wrong way because I like to start being right-handed. I like to start with this edge and work my way that way. But I'm still going to use that edge just to, since I've got it as a straight edge. There we go. So I'm going to peel just probably about a third or half of it off and fold the back backwards just to keep it out of the way. Let's see what the easiest way to frame this for you guys is. Well, it's easier for me to go this way. I'll try to keep my arms out of it as much as possible. So I've got the line right there, and I'm just gonna line this up pretty much right on that thing. just super important to get it lined up right, even if it's not on the line, as long as it's equal spacing up and down. Because if you don't get it just right, I mean, if you get it right, it'll make your life a lot easier, and this thing will go on really smooth and easy. But if you get it wrong, it might get frustrating. So I'm still slightly off, but let's try it again. Trying to show some of that line. Okay, that looks solid. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be starting with. That's where it lined up. I've got to stick it down. And so now that it's on super even, I can kind of just go and work my way from the edge towards the rest of the print. You might get little air bubbles, but if you just push them out with your hands, they should come out pretty easy. And I'm gonna just pull a little bit more of the back off. You don't wanna get too ahead of yourself. Got a bubble right there. You just want to use even pressure all the way up and down. I feel a bubble. Go back, make sure you don't feel anything. It's a lot easier to work bubbles out when you're not all the way down, stuck down. So I think I'm just gonna pull the rest of it off. Keep my finger there just so it doesn't stick down prematurely. But that's about all it takes. I might have a little bit of overlap on this, so we'll see. Even when you are pretty good, it can still tend to come out a little off, and that just happens if you're inconsistent in pushing up versus down. But the most important thing is we don't want any air bubbles. And the beauty of a seam like that is I can just slap the sticker on it and you don't even know it exists or that it's off. Well, you do, but when you see it after the fact. That looks pretty good to me. And there you go. That's all it takes. I went pretty slow just to show you guys a new process. Drawing the pencil with a line, I think that helps, and that might help people who aren't used to putting stickers on. But this one looks really sick. So this is the final product. I'm stoked how it turned out. Give you guys a good look. Sorry, it's sideways, but there you go. So we can do anything you want, your photos, you can have pictures of you and your friends, just your favorite nature. Nature is obviously my go-to. This is when my girlfriend took this photo up in Tahoe, California. So this is one that she took. You can see the detail. This is a photo that I took in Costa Rica. This is on a 32-ounce Nalgene water bottle. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. That's how I'm gonna call it. So, the hostel that I stayed at in Costa Rica a couple years ago was Salina in Santa Teresa. And this is where I stayed. So, put your favorite memories on your water bottle. Bring them with you.